Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, good morning, and welcome to the New Age Banking Conference. Last year, being a proud father, I showed my daughter my business card, visiting card. She looked at it, she's 10 years old, and she said, "Baba, what is fax?" I realized at that moment that this generation will never use fax as we use it. It is difficult to let go of legacy systems and infrastructures when you talk about blockchain and you're using very old techniques and systems. I'm not saying that you get rid of them today, but have a strategy for the future and work towards it. I decided to go back to office and tuck away my fax machine. I didn't blow it up. I put it in the storage area because lawyers and risk officers love fax machines. So I don't know when I will be using it again. What happens next? A bank calls me saying, "What's your fax number? I have a very important document to send you." So this is the reality today, is that we talk about blockchain, but we still have fax numbers on our business cards. This is your new generation. This will dictate how we conduct business, how banks will conduct business in future. They do not care whether your bank is big or small, local, foreign, Islamic, conventional, government. They do not care about what wide range of products you have. All they care about is what value proposition you bring to each one of them. That's what they care about. And this is how banks need to conduct business, is the value proposition to the new generation. They demand trust and fairness. Trust historically was keeping my money safe. Now trust has evolved, the definition has evolved. Trust now is, do not leak my data. Do not be like Facebook. Do not use my credentials for your sales purposes. They need customized services. They do not need your standard products. They need convenience and speed, not through your branch network, through their mobiles. That's what they need, convenience and speed. Branches will not disappear, in my view. Branches will evolve from your elegant, traditional branch to digital branches and fun branches. DBS, Singapore-based bank, was one of the outdated banks, was a government bank when it was established. They started a transformation journey many years back, and now they're fully digital bank. And fun. This is their branch. They have a corner in their branches with a VR, visual reality, where it takes you through a journey of whatever you need, whether it's a retirement plan or savings or investments. It's self-assisted virtual reality corners. So this is what we have today, and this is what the future is. Today we have branches. Tomorrow we will continue to have branches, but we will have mobile and wearable. Everything will revolve around the mobility. Branches are restricted hours. The future is 24/7. Currently, banks do claim that they have 24/7 through their internet platforms, but many of the processes through that platform are not 24/7. Files and core banking will change to blockchain, and the definition of blockchain will change itself, as you will see today. It will evolve over time, from turnaround times and service level agreements to real time. Your customers will demand real-time transactions. From cross and hard sell, your new customers will refer your products and services and your brand through their social media. From your servers to open protocol interface or program interface and cloud computing. Currently, you have your branch and your alternate delivery channels. The future architecture is your mobile, and everything else revolves around it. Currently, what you have is you have your legacy system, your core banking system, and in the last 20 years, you have invested layer after layer after layer on top of it, from from the middleware, and we have GBM here. They will say we have the best enterprise service bus, to omni-channel and different layers. What you see in the future is a different architecture, completely different, fully digital architecture. This is your biggest risk, cyber risk. This risk exists today. Today, when you build layer after layer after layer on your legacy systems, you may forget one window that's unlocked. And all the hacks that have been happening lately are on old systems, not on new systems. So arguably, new systems do not carry higher risk. Your old system carry higher risks because they're vulnerable. But this is a risk that needs to be managed. If you do not want to take the risk, if you want to avoid it, you shouldn't be in the business. Banks have learned to manage risk over years, whether it's credit risk, operations, settlement risk, and all the residual risks that come with the main risks. This is another risk that we will manage, and we know how to manage it, and we will learn. Fintech. Fintech came in because of a gap between what banks offer and what customers demand. As simple as that. There is a gap in the market, and fintech is actually addressing this gap. Banks are worried from fintech because fintech are providing financial services in a very advanced manner, in real time, one-to-one. Banks, in my view, should not be fighting back, should be working with fintech. That's my view. Bankers of tomorrow will not be like me. There will be technos, designers of financial services. And fintech solutions are based on a different architecture. Fintech solutions, whatever the solution, are based on cloud computing. This is something that we need to address, and we need to actually dig deep into it. Learn from the young. This is your new generation. Last Thursday, Oman Banks Association, with the support and the participation of the Central Bank of Oman, carried out an event, part of the Arab Financial Inclusion, and we invited students from colleges and universities. I think around six colleges and universities participated. And there were senior bankers in that event. And we learned a lot from the students. Some bankers actually couldn't convince students on certain topics because students and the new generation have their demands, have their views, and we need to conduct business according to them. These are our new customers. Help is always available. And remember, regulators are always on the bank's side because the success of the banking system is the success of the regulator. I leave you today with one thought. Imagine that every human on the planet has access to financial services. And this is possible because of the mobile, because of the advances and the technologies in the network, in the telecoms, and the mobile technology. It is possible that every human can have access to the banking systems. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the New Age Banking. Thank you very much.